Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4, Equestria at War, playing as the Kingdom of Boreas. Or however you're supposed to say it, I don't know. We do not need this much steel. Let's go ahead and pull back a little bit there. How are we doing in terms of our production with factories? Still don't have enough to continue building my light self-propelled artillery, but we are providing a lot more magical weapons, so that's good. Start reinforcing those knights, get them back up to full strength. Let's continue killing the Republic. They should not last that much longer. Our aggression is working out, I think, very well. And then once this is done, we've gotten all the way to the coast. We're going to just use the knights to sweep up here, clean up the rest of these guys. At which point, I think we have enough casualties that we should be able to just stomp our opponent. He's not going to have enough. Actually, we can just go over here, too. I don't see any reason not to just go ahead and do this. Just push these guys out. He's left his line completely open. We can cut off any reinforcements coming in from the south. That seems easy. Still pushing against this tank. Guess we'll use you to help push as well. He's trying to stop me here, but he's not going to be able to. Stalingrad took 13 Whoa! Look at that. Okay. Yeah, the West Griffonian Union has been puppeted. The Republic of Nova Griffonia has been puppeted. So, okay, Stalingrad actually made a really good play. And now they are a major power on this continent. The question is, are they going to get involved against Equestria? They are fighting the Changelings. Not very well, though. The Changelings still appear to be winning on their side. Equestria is not doing great. As far as my intelligence is concerned, it looks like they may have very few troops compared to these guys. Oh yeah, the Changelings are winning. Crystal Empire is getting stronger. If Stalingrad now has finished their war and quickly throw everything they've got on this front line, they may be able to do something. But this is going to be a difficult tide to turn back. Certainly seems to me that the Changelings are in a dominant position. You guys really have no good reason not to just collapse and finish this now. Thank you. How are we doing with our air support? It looks like they are, for the most part, following with the armies as I wanted them to. For the most part. This music is fun and all, but way too aggressive. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to go up to speed 5. I think I should be able to just sit back and watch my aggressive troops do their thing from here on out. The knights are spreading out a little thin, but again, there's not much here actually defending, so I don't care. Tanks are spread out a little thin too, honestly. Okay, so this, now that we've actually split the lines, this potentially complicates as far, my troop positioning a little bit. Do I deal with it now, or do I just bank on going fast? I think I bank on going fast. Let's try working over to Equestria and stuff. Try to grab some of these ports. We've almost managed to get all the way over to the coast. You might even say that I'm a wizard of the coast in some ways, yes. Reinvigorating the artillery corps. Now that is going to be fun. Engineering corps gets better. That's such a good bonus. Just everything's better. Speed, organization, attack. Love it. Military factories. Hey, we can start producing our self-propelled artillery again. Yay! We do need a lot more support equipment, and I'm going to go ahead and start dedicating to that because everyone loses a lot of effectiveness if that support equipment goes down. Let's try stopping you from reinforcing and see if we can just grab this port right now. Sure as heck looks to me like we can. You guys can now start pushing this way. There we go. Griffonia is going to fall pretty soon. These guys are doing great. Let's go ahead and clear them all out. Use everything you got to your disposal. Go, go, go. Get them. As soon as you get that port, he has no reinforcements, too. So that's a nice little encirclement we're going to get there. Perfect cleanup job. Well done, well done. All right, time for all of you to go. Orange no longer has an offensive line. They don't know what to do with themselves. Oh, wow. How do we do this? Ha! Look at my knights go. I mean, I told him to be aggressive, I know, but he saw an opportunity. He's like, screw it, we're encircling their entire capital, which means all of these guys no longer have any real supply generation. Do they even have a port down here? They don't even have a port. They literally have no supply generation. Okay. Well done, my good and faithful knights. I mean, you are in danger of being horribly encircled, and it looks like you're going for the capital. No, don't go for the capital. It actually is to my advantage not to take the capital. That is funny, though. I mean, they're going to take it anyway. I mean, they're set to aggressive, and I don't plan on controlling them any further. Let's go ahead and move you guys. I'll give you an offensive line to go down here. Just go. Alright, so we need to clean up Skyfall. Everyone go. Everyone do everything. A couple of fights here we might lose a little bit of progress on, but not much. Can we get Skyfall proper? Because if I can take down their capital, that does make it easier. You get over here and then attack from a different direction. There we go. Okay, Heinz Federhof has been wounded. No! Not Heinz Federhof! See, look at us bringing over the air superiority over here. Now, for some reason, our close air support aren't helping us out. They've decided to help the knights down over here, because once you split green up and they're all sided green, they're like, I don't know which division to help! Fine, we'll just split up randomly, shall we? Yeah, very helpful, thank you. I think we will continue. Let's get some more factories, at least temporarily, on the self-propelled artillery. I think I want to focus a bit more on motorized, because I want to build up some motorized divisions. Pure motorized, if possible. Let's go ahead and work a little bit more over here as well. That's all my factories currently, but we're going to get a lot more shortly. Still struggling to finish these guys off, but they shouldn't have anything, so they are taking 46% attrition, which means they're going to die soon. The Sack of Skyfall! When the Skyfall government realized they could not bribe the enemy soldiers and thus save their capital, they used the money to hire mercenaries instead to bolster their city's defenses. Initial assaults by the Kingdom of Boreas' army failed because the metropolis had been turned into a labyrinth of death. So they sent a message to the mercenaries giving them an offer that they couldn't refuse. If they switched side, they would be allowed to loot Skyfall's entire treasury. The turncoats quickly turned the tide in favor of the attacker, who used the element of surprise to their advantage and shattered the defenders. Widespread pillaging followed as the mercenaries not only looted the treasury, but sacked the rest of the city as well. Maybe we can do some looting. I like looting. Skyfall Republic capitulates officially. We get some extra equipment. Thank you. Hey, the Skyfall Federal Fleet. Where'd you guys come from, and why are you green? Do you work for me? Oh, they work for me. Why? I don't know, but thank you for the ships. Yeah, cool. Let's keep them. I just got a whole mess of fleets. It's actually a pretty solid fleet, too. Battleships, battle cruisers, heavy cruisers, light cruisers, destroyers. You've actually got a good number of screeners to capitals. Dude. Okay. I don't know if these guys are going to go away at some point. Or maybe they've permanently joined me. I'm not sure how that happened, but okay. I'll take it. Thank you. We may actually want to consider puppeting Skyfall. Kind of depends on how much of a naval power they really were. Got 0 ships left. What about the Aquilian Republic? You got a few ships. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, we don't have a navy. We never really built a navy. So, maybe that would be good. The fall of Aquila. As the kingdom of Boreas' forces approached the cultural capital of Griffonia, the mayor of Aquilia, ignoring the orders and demands of the Aquilian government, declared it to be an open city. It is clear he wished to protect historical landmarks and avoid repeating the devastation suffered by the city in 785, when Emperor Grover II, the guy we didn't resurrect, had burned it down to punish the Aquilians for rebelling against his rule. Nevertheless, there were reports of limited artillery bombardment before the attackers entered the open city, but thankfully the famous boulevards and museums remained unscathed. So I think this is effectively us killing the equivalent of France. Oh, and they are very, very dead. Okay, so do we puppet people? Yes, but we leave them with very little territory. Skyfall, I think I just puppet outright. So let's end that turn. Then I'm going to eat the oil lands of the Aquilian Republic, plus some of their resources. Grab all this. I definitely want to take your rubber and oil. So I think I take all of this. And then I leave them this tiny little strip of land right over here. And that's that. So that gets me 2 little republics that I will be able to annex later. In the meantime, I get their fleets permanently. Guarantee that I keep these so I don't have to build up a huge fleet. And we take all their goodies. Thank you! Alright, do we still have a war goal against you? Ah, it's gone. I kind of knew that was going to happen. Let's go ahead and fabricate on them again. And hi, Griffonian Republic. You are currently in an entente with Herzland, which is... where? These little guys down over here? Meh. Don't make me laugh. Maybe I want to take out Drywen. Finish these guys. before the Kingdom of Wingbardy has a chance to expand any further. I kind of need to contain them. It does increase the odds they're going to come after me. I'm aware of that. But now that we actually have a grand army of the Super Kingdom, I think we're all right. Now, we have the need for a lot more pony power. I'm debating... Do we have a Prince of Terror? Yes. So the non-core pony power at some point actually becomes pretty good. I no longer care that much about infrastructure and civilian construction speed. I do care about division recovery rate, and I do care about military factory speed because I need to be building up a much larger force. So let's go for the non-core. I think that's fine. And that way we get a little bit of extra pony power coming in. And then what else should we build? So logistically, what we are missing is magical equipment, though we have caught back up on support equipment after we took all their stuff. The support artillery, only producing 2 per day is going to take too long. Let's dedicate a few more factories there. Let's do transport planes so I have the option to go for paratroopers if I want to. Let's get a load of fighters. And more close air support. And then we go for some more tactical bombers. And I think that's going to do fine. We do have some more dockyards. I'm going to go ahead and start building some early cruisers. We need a lot more steel. So let's trade with our good old friends Stalingrad. No, let's actually trade with the changelings. I would like to be friends with them. They are also fascist. Let's not be friends with the communists if at all possible. They are still winning their war. The changelings are strong. We proved that in the last EAW series. It worked pretty well. All right, where to go? Well, we send some troops over here. And you guys don't have a front line anymore. Let's cancel all of this. You do still have a tiny front line. Where? I don't see it. Where do you have a front line? Oi, I don't see a front line here. I think it's gone. Hey. It's acting as if they got a front line, and I don't really know how that happened. Ah, wait, they're going down over here. Ah, there it is. Found it. Okay. Just had to tell them to hold and let them reposition a little bit. You guys, get over here to... What are they called again? Hellquill. Yes. Hellquill thought that they were going to be spared after my onslaught, but they were wrong. Let's send the knights. You guys send the tanks. You guys are just going to create a front line against the Republic. You guys against, let's say... Let's just be defended against Wingbardy. Have some troops in position. I need to do some training with these guys. Make sure that they're no longer green. At least the tanks learned from their experience. They're no longer green, just from sheer fighting. Solid. Very solid. Okay. We're about to train up a whole new defensive army. And we'll gradually reinforce these guys so I have 5 full armies of defensive troops. So really what I need at this point is offense. But until I build up some more self-propelled artillery and some more magical equipment, we don't really have a lot of good options on that front. What I do want to do is go to, let's say, you, and I'm going to duplicate, and then I'm going to replace you with mobile infantry. And the question is, do I make these guys exclusively motorized, or do I also try to add in some motorized artillery later? I think I make them only motorized. Because I want these guys to follow behind my tanks and my knights and quickly fill lines so we don't get encircled. That is the goal. Let's also toss on the recon, the maintenance, the engineers. And let's do... Debating doing the signal companies. Maybe I can use them for a little reinforcement. They're not worth a ton of stats, though. The thing is, I don't really need any of this. I will do logistics, but I don't really need any of the support stuff because I don't plan on making them very offensive. Let's save ourselves a little bit of organization. But the logistics means that even if we do fill the lines where we have very little supply because I don't control the entire state, they don't absorb quite as much. So let's do that. And then I'm going to train up a bunch of you. We've got plenty of motorized to go around. That's about all I can afford at the moment. What are we missing? Support equipment? That's fine. So yeah, let's start building up those. I'll add them to my offensive units later. Once I'm looking better logistically, we'll train some more knights and we'll train some more tank divisions. We do need to be training up some anti-air. That means I need to actually research anti-air so I can use that. So that's something you can do with these divisions. If you find yourself against an enemy with air superiority, instead of having like one more of these light tank, you get rid of it. And then you replace it with self-propelled anti-air. And that can be nice. Or alternatively, you just add in some support anti-air instead. And that's probably a little bit cheaper. Let's go ahead and do some resource gain efficiency. Use it one of those research bonuses. Start getting some more steel so I can stop trading quite so much. It is December of 1013, which means I think now is the time to go ahead and research some upgrades to our magical weapons, make the knights a bit better. We're about to finish with hardened tanks, giving them extra defense and breakthrough value. Thank you. We can give them more organization. I like that. This is extremely good. We have such great racial tech. Super good racial tech as the Griffons. I'm really shocked. However, I do think we want to go for the advanced computing machine for the extra 8% research bonus. Let's see. We can focus on something. Actually, wait. Let's move you over to something random for a second. I'm going to go here. Can we do electrical research? Yes, electronics research right here. And then I swap you back over for a 20% research bonus. So we can get that 8% research bonus just slightly faster. Oh, good. Our defensive army has been trained. Go here. Let's see. Celestial Penetration Army. Yeah, that seems scary. We're going to make you light blue. What do I do with them? We put them somewhere. We put them against the fir tree villages and water towns and split them up. Didn't I have one more unit to be deployed? I do not need this. Let's stop using all the support equipment for a moment. We'll finish this last one. We'll add him to this guy. I do want... Okay, I do actually want to finish you up, so I need to train up 6 more. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we need a lot more support equipment, but we'll be fine there. Civilian factories are almost done repairing everything. Let's see, how are we doing in terms of infrastructure? Let's make sure we get a little bit more on the front lines in a few places here. These guys could really use some infrastructure, and there's a lot of supplies to gain out of it, so I'm good with that. I do want the extra rubber. And oil. Yeah, let's just get a bunch of stuff down there. And then, infrastructure is pretty quick to build, honestly. Then I think we focus on some more military factories. Let's get a whole load over there. A few more over this direction. Sure, that should work fine. Okay. That should keep them busy for a while, I think. So I do need to be looking at killing the Kingdom of Wingbardy at some point soon, before they get much stronger, because they have the potential to take over the entire continent themselves. Ah, good. You can go over here. Alright, so you guys need to train. Let's do that. Let's finish training... No? I thought I saw some other green troops somewhere, but I guess not. You're all fine, you're all fine. Okay. Diversify artillery. We can go for some extra research bonuses. We can get some more race-specific technology, which I think is worth it. But I also love this artillery research grant. Reduces ahead-of-time penalty by 2 years and gives a 50% research bonus for the next 2 researches in support artillery and so on. We might actually be stacking too many of these. I won't be able to get my full advantage out of it. Could also go for more factories and stuff, but I just don't think we need that. Let's go ahead and cooperate with Gamia. Get some more specific technology. We are going to be done with you in a while, so no more warfare for a little bit. We did start working on you. Going to be a while again. We could start working toward the annexation of these guys. They don't even get any icons. Who the heck are you? Leonard Rodier. That's a pretty cool icon. Right, because we made them both fascist. They're still republics, but they're fascist republics. So, it's confusing, I know. Griffonian Republic is weak. If we wanted to attack them, we could. I do need to be careful and try to conquer some land up here to prevent the changelings from getting a good foothold in my continent as well. Unless we want them to come over here, so we can just gradually let them trickle in and kill them. I don't know. With all these troops being trained, I think we're fine. We're running lower on pony power, and that bothers me. I mean, we have fielded a lot of troops, not gonna lie. Alright, we got some forward unto whatever. With our doctrines, let's continue with the advanced fire bases. For some reason, we have another 20% research bonus. Not sure where that came from. Recovery rate, organization for all infantry, motorized, and so on. Tanks get some organization and more recovery rate. That's pretty solid. We're about to get some bonuses for race-specific tech, but I'm going to go ahead and get started on something else. Let's go ahead and pick those up. What other decisions do we have available? Military training and stuff, don't really care about that. We could get some excavation tech and start getting extra deposits of materials, which is not bad. Perfectly reasonable thing to do. How are we doing in terms of infrastructure? We're going pretty fast. We are building very, very quickly right now. We have 50% construction speed added on to everything else, so that's working out just fine. Yeah, I think we're just now in a build-up point. We just try to use our remaining pony power as effectively as possible to get a lot of really good units. Interesting. The Socialist Republic of Scandinavia is attacking the Griffons. They might just win that. How strong are you? Shockingly strong. Yeah, they should be able to win that. Sounds like we're going to have to fight them in the near future. But I'll worry about other things first. Trade-wise, we are trading for too much steel once again. Let's trade with a little less from Stalingrad. No, I still wanted to trade for some. There we go. How am I going to get more pony power? Eligible non-core population. 0.406% of 23 million. It's not a lot. I'm confused. What happened to my Prince of Terror? Doing another 2%. Wasn't that the point? I thought it was. I mean, we could go for all adults serve. It reduces my construction and factory speed a little bit more. But that would be a way of getting another several million. Like, I don't know, what, 4 million or something? More than that, actually. No, 3.4 million. It'd be a way of getting another 3.4 million pony power that I can use, which is pretty decent. We could go for some air and navy if we wanted to. Research bonuses for fighter models is pretty nice. Close air support. Yeah, a lot of speed and building up our air force. We could also be going for rocketry technology, jet technology, and so on. That's all pretty decent, but would I rather focus more on our support and magical weapons? Maybe more for our towed anti-air, maybe motorized? Tank models? Let's go down that route. I want to start doing some combined arms. Yes, this is good music. It's also a little aggressive. Some of the music is louder than others. You notice this? Magical weapons is done. Sweet. Let's go ahead and start building up super knights. Oh, good. I need a load more steel. Let's get some more excavation tech, then. We're about to finish the excavation 1. I imagine this is going to get me a lot more materials. We're exporting a fair bit. Like, I could change my trade laws, too. But I kind of like having good export trade laws. You get a load of extra civilian factories, you get some extra research speed and factory output, and so on. I mean, there comes a point where you kind of have to reduce exports, but we're not there yet. I think we're okay. Especially once we get the excavation tech. We should get a whole bunch more steel. A whole bunch more steel. I'm watching to see how much more. Look at that! We get a load more steel. We're fine. Who's worried? Let's stop trading with the Kingdom of Hellquill, given that we are about to murder them. Okay, let's see. It is 10:13. Let's go ahead and get the assault rifles out. We have a research bonus, so we can start producing those a little bit sooner. Press censorship we don't need. We can go for the iron deposits for 90 days. I'll just go ahead and do that. We have some political power to spare. Let's just get another source of steel ready to go. I'm looking at this air experience and thinking that pretty soon we should be able to get a new variant of fighter, and I will just make a really good Mark 1 version of that. Have you guys finished training? Yes, you're actually almost all trained up to regulars. I guess I'll let you finish. In fact, there's no good reason not to just have all you guys train up and become regulars, right? We have the infantry equipment. Let's just make them all better. Oh, let's also get another general. You'll do fine, Gunther. Welcome aboard. Let's see. Your offensive lines to get down here. Let's get a planning bonus for all of you. And then for our green, who will be attacking first, you guys go up here as well. And dark blue. Let's get those planning bonuses set up. We're about to get a bunch more motorized and a bit more defensive infantry I can toss on to finish out these divisions. History will be written by strategy, blah, blah, blah. Griff trucks. The Prywin Republic, the people we wanted to attack, are currently under attack by the Kingdom of Zafsia. Don't win quickly enough, please. Oh, why the heck would you attack? You're losing this. You are not in a position to win that war. That's stupid. Don't do that. Let's go for lessons for Griffonheim to get some extra light tanks. I'd like to move on to the next model. One more day on Griffon architecture. Free repair is done. We also get more max factories per state. Now is the time to go for the extra knight organization with the 100% bonus. Helquill actually has trained up a good number of troops. Surprisingly enough. I'm going to move some extra infantry down here. We should have... For some reason, my Air Force is not actually following with green anymore. Don't really know why. It's because you don't have enough... We should be able to move here. What's the issue? They can't reach. Go here, then. There. Yeah, I don't know. They should have been able to attach properly here. Maybe they would have redeployed once we started the war. But I don't want to wait. We're going to reduce you down to 100. I'd like to have Air Force wings in 100 if possible. Let's get some extra bombers. They should automatically split up into something more efficient. Let's go ahead and get these fighters set up with, again, 100 air wings. Air superiority. And actually, we should set our bombers to also be doing strategic bombing, mainly targeting air bases, forts, anti-air, radar. I don't really want to destroy their infrastructure or their factories. That's just more that I'm going to have to repair later, I think. Let's see. Do we have enough infrastructure to actually support all of this? I feel like we need a little bit more. So let's do that. Because I feel like I'm going to have a hard time maintaining the supply of this area if I don't have a bit more infrastructure. So far, we're okay. But let's just be sure that it's not a problem. I don't want to be taking unnecessary attrition. We get to attack you in 15 days. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys probably to stop training in a second. You guys definitely don't need to. You guys definitely don't need to. Yeah, let's just go ahead and stop training on all of them. Get them in position. We have unassigned divisions. Awesome. Motorized. Go here. We'll use them to great effect to follow behind my light tanks. Gonna wish pretty soon that I had medium tanks. I'm about positive of that fact. Building up a few more motorized, which is fine, but I think we'll only do this once more because it's very easy to use up a ton of motorized on those divisions. We want what? Let's grab the advanced artillery. Again, we have a research bonus for that, so that's going to go a heck of a lot faster. We do not need to be trading for all of the rubber. Justification is done. Okay. So we should have a good air superiority going for us. With some bombers and close air support, we could even tack on some extra close air support to give us more bonuses. Which I think is probably worthwhile, given that we have so much available right now. Okay. I think we can just go ahead and attack. I think everyone should have their bonuses pretty much ready to go. Green, how are you looking? You feel pretty confident. You guys are up to full strength. Yeah, I think we can do this. Go. Let's see. Are they going to attack me? They are. Let's let them exhaust their first round of organization, and they are doing so very nicely. And then counterattack. Or unassigned divisions. One of you go... No, all of you go here. Okay. And then Dark Blue, since he's exhausted, let's just go ahead and assist as well. We are overrunning his troops now because he exhausted himself too much in his initial attack. Where... I don't know where you came from. We've got an extra troop. Did I need to do that? No, but let's just get rid of him. Get that manpower back into the pool. We can use it more effectively later. Okay, we should probably go for some upgrades to our support companies. I'm going to do engineers. Oh, I wanted to research anti-air, didn't I? Well, we've already kind of used a bonus. Let's finish up our Knights divisions or something, and then we can go do that. We are absolutely obliterating here. Lessons from Griffenheim is done. We can go for the extra artillery and armor research bonus of 10%. Seems solid. Let's do it. Struggling to push forward in a couple of areas, but all in all, not too bad. Let's have you assist as well. So now dedicating all of our troops' efforts to just finishing these guys off. We have extra factories coming in. Well, we have plenty of self-propelled artillery, so I'm actually going to pull you back. We do want to be upgrading our magical weapons. I do want to be building up lots of motorized. Let's go ahead and get some extra stuff in position for submachine guns to get upgraded, artillery to get upgraded, and so on. Okay, Knights divisions have been upgraded with even more organization. Let's go to work on our anti-air. I'd like to be able to institute support anti-air for our offensive divisions on the off chance that we have an enemy that actually does have better air support than we do. Advanced fire bases is done as well. Perfect. We are going to just go ahead and conquer you. Take all states. Done. Okay. Kingdom of Lushi. Oh, you joined in the war against these guys, huh? That's fun. Let's get the knights in position. Was the justification for these guys finished at just the right time. And they don't have a lot of troops defending, so I say we just go ahead and attack. Push. Push. Dark Blue, what to do with you? Let's, let's set up some here, and, I don't know what to do with them, honestly. Some here. Just have some extra troops available against Wing Bardy on the off chance I need it. Okay, so we're already working on this. Could go for the anti-tank. I think we're instead going to go for the shock and awe. Get the extra soft and hard attack for everything. Infantry and artillery. Also, breakthrough tactics. Very strong. Assault rifles are ready to go. Let's get the extra support weapons. I guess I could go for the mechanized and learn how to make that. We're just going to go ahead and do this, though. Outdated equipment. Yep, I'm aware. We need to trade for a bit more aluminum. We do not need to be trading for this much steel anymore. Stalingrad looks like we're going to have to be friends again. Okay, and this is where we're going to have to end this video. So we've made some solid progress, I would say. Conquering a rather huge swath of the continent. Going to have to deal with Wing Bardy probably soon, but let's just keep eating up the small independent states while we have the opportunity. We have almost reached that magical 400 factory points where you just start outpacing the AI in every possible way. Don't need to be doing any of this. We're going to go ahead and expand the oil fields, get some extra resources there, and yeah, I think that we are looking really, really solid. I do want to annex the Skyfall Republic with their 3 ships. And I want to annex the Aquilian Republic with their 18 ships. But I'm really enjoying sitting on this free navy that came out of freaking nowhere. That's great. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But thank you for the free ships. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Ooh, Equestria is pushing back. Wait a minute. Ooh, the changelings may be in trouble. They're starting to face too many enemies. Stalingrad is indeed making the difference. They've pushed up here to the north. Ooh, the changelings are in big trouble now. Okay, we might actually see Equestria win. I can't decide if I'm thrilled about that or terrified. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.